I mean, it's awful. I mean, and so you think that we're getting a dress rehearsal for control, some type of war. This is way more than this because it's a hoax. I mean, the hospital ship,
Well, let's step
three
back
people on it in
and
New York, three
let's
people.
step back and look at where the dollar syndicate wants to go.
Yeah.
So the important thing to understand, Greg, about where many of them, it's not everybody, but where many of them would like to go, they want to end currency.
Paper
So
currency, folding,
right
money
now we
clips.
have a currency system.
Yeah.
You put a dollar in your pocket, I put a dollar in my pocket. Your dollar and my dollar have the same value because they function in a market. It may be rigged, it may be influenced, it may be manipulated, but we can put a dollar in our pocket and walk away and trade it without going through a digital mechanism. If you move to crypto, and I just want to really underscore this, crypto is not a currency. It's a control system. So you move to a crypto and you're on the company system and you have a credit at the company store. And if you have a crypto and I have a crypto, your crypto can be arbitrarily taken away or changed in value if you don't behave. It's not a currency. It's a credit at the company store. And it's one that is not that is not your asset. That is a credit at the company store. It's an asset of the company and they can take it away or change its value like that. Now, if you look at the current currency, it's on a petrodollar standard. So it used to be on a gold standard and it went to being on a petrodollar standard after the Nixon shock broke the gold standard. Now they're talking about a credit system on the company store that will have as its collateral a human being. So you see Bill Gates come out with tech with ID 2020. So every human being has a biometric ID, and that can be tied with the currency system. We can talk about how that may or may not happen. But they're talking about changing from an oil standard to human standard. And where I come from, we call that slavery. So where the dollar syndicate wants to go is what you and I know as Christians as mark of the beast. This is moving into a mark of the beast system, which is not a currency system. It's a control system. So it's the end of currencies is what they're proposing.
In some way, shape, or form. We don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but that's what they're working towards.
Well, if you look at the planning and the design and the competition, it's fluid right now. There's competition over what the design will be. It was very interesting. I won't bore you with all the details, but I had an incredible experience in Denmark a year ago, and I was trying to figure out what's going on in Denmark. They had one of the tech firms in Denmark was being paid by the U.S. Navy to come up with a chip that could be implanted in the human body that would integrate with Ripple. So Ripple is a crypto, and it's one that's gotten a lot of promotion from the American establishment in my experience, just my impression. So why is the U.S. Navy paying a Danish tech company to come up with an implantable chip that will integrate with Ripple? Exactly.
You're telling me that all these small businesses have crashed and now they're going to loan them money.